From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your North Coast Neighborhood Forecast.
Everything Medical has been your complete source for medical supplies since 2007. Our 10,000 square foot showroom has the largest selection of home medical equipment in the North State. We have what you need. Everything Medical, Athens Avenue, Reading.
Well, we are starting to see those temperatures begin to drop, especially for the inland areas in the mountains, and even clearing is expected on the coast as well. Here's the deal. You have the cooler inland temperatures for the rest of the week, but we do have a warming trend going into next week. I do want to show you the radar here. There you can see extreme northeastern Trinity County into Siskiyou County. A lot of lightning strikes out there. Let's zoom it in here a little bit tighter here, get a better perspective of what's going on. Here you can see the total number of strikes that we've seen, about 12, 13 strikes or so, and pretty strong thunderstorms, and it looks like maybe even some small hail associated with some of those bigger cells here. Of course, this is as of watching it at about 5:15 here this evening, but those thunderstorms will, of course, start to dissipate as we get into the evening hours, and we could be looking at another round of thunderstorms tomorrow, but I think most of the thunderstorms tomorrow should stay north of Trinity County and, of course, east of the North Coast in general. But there you can see your hour-by-hour forecast. Temperatures dropping down into the mid-50s for the inland areas. But for Friday, temperatures upper 80s and some 90s in there as well. And for the coast, looking at temperatures in the 50s under the mostly cloudy skies. So let's take a look at the satellite image here. And we still have this broad ridge of high pressure in place. But there are a couple of disturbances kind of passing through. And that's one of the contributing factors to some of the thunderstorms that we have seen. So let's take a look at Futurecast. And there are some of those thunderstorms we're seeing here this evening. But there's the fog out along the coast here. Now we're going to take you into tomorrow morning at about 6 a.m. Still socked in with that fog here. And we are going to be looking at that making its way into many of the inland valleys as well. Of course, you can see along the Highway 101 corridor, even into Highway 299 as well. Meanwhile, you head off to the east into Trinity County. And for the inland areas, you are looking at dry conditions and not to mention sunny skies. But as we go into Friday afternoon, you see how we're seeing another round of thunderstorms mainly to the north and east of Trinity County. So we can't rule out maybe another round in northern Trinity County. And of course, the rest of us looking at dry conditions and still seeing that fog out along the coast here for your Friday afternoon. There's Saturday, and there you can see as we go into Saturday morning, still seeing that fog out there. And then as we go into Saturday evening at about 5 p.m., look at this. We're actually beginning to see some clearing here for the coast, and I do expect dry conditions even for Trinity County by the time we get into Saturday. Do want to mention there are some marine alerts out there I need to tell you about for just off the coast of Crescent City. This is until 2 o'clock on Friday morning, kind of off the coast here until 9 o'clock tonight. And then this is a small craft advisory in effect until 3 p.m. on Friday. So it just depends on your current location. Let's take a look at some of those wave heights that we do expect as we go through Friday. And we're actually starting to see those waves kind of decrease in height over the next 24 hours or so. So here's a marine forecast for today. Winds for tomorrow, that is, from the northwest at about 5 to 10 knots. Waves from the northwest at 7 feet at 9 seconds. And there are no advisories, of course, with the exceptions of ones that we are kind of seeing out there. All right, here is your Trinity County forecast, your neighborhood forecast there. We've got that slight chance for your Friday. So I'm keeping that in there for tomorrow. But there you can see temperatures in the low to mid 90s, places like Douglas City about 96, 94 degrees in Trinity Center. Let's take you to the south, about 86 degrees for Ruth, 86 for Forest Glen, 88 for High and Palm, and Wildwood about 86 degrees. All right, let's take you up to the north, and there you can see Smith River 60, 73 degrees for Gasquet. There's about 88 for Orleans, and still looking at the mostly cloudy skies out along the coast with more sunshine heading inland. Hoopa about 88, 90 for Willow Creek. We take you south into Ferndale, a high of 57. Still some clouds there, but I do expect to see more sunshine for places like Fortuna, Hydesville, and not to mention Rio Dell. And taking you southward, 63 for Shelter Cove, 74 in Honeydew. There's Miranda, about 81 and 86 out in Garberville. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast for Eureka. Mostly cloudy skies for the next 7 days, really. And there you can see temperatures generally in the upper 50s and mainly really in the low 60s by the time we get into Sunday through next week.